I'm in a bit of a pan-shite. Well, a pretty massive pan-shite, if I'm honest.
Interview commences at 7:45 p.m, Friday 22nd of May 2020. You can take your mask off now.
What you need to ken about me afore this wife starts asking me awkward questions. Number one, I'm a playwright. Number two, I own a Che Guevara dope tin.
Say your name for the tape.
Alice Patterson. Number three, I still live with me mither. Number four, I wish I didna still live with me mither.
And your address.
Do Keen's my address? Do pick me up for there with blue flashy lights blinking through the neighbour's net curtains?
Address.
24D Ratter Drive. Number five, this wife thinks I'm some kind of a drug dealer. Number six, my mother is absolutely convinced I'm a drug dealer.
So, Alice, you're a playwright.
Number seven, when this wife starts asking questions, I'm going to look like a drug dealer, but try not to judge me.
Alice, answer the question.
Do I need a lawyer or something?
No, you're just helping us with our inquiries.
Well, what's the man gien that had on the bony suit? Because isn't there meant to be two of you when you're questioning me? Is he a hanky mirror every under?
Kent I was in trouble when I realised the mirror was one of those mirrors. Hashtag in the shite. Hashtag handcuffs hurt.
You are a playwright.
Is there more as one person a hanky under?
Alice?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, back in the room.
You are a playwright.
Kinda.
You're not a playwright then.
No, I am. I just don't get paid doing that.
I see.
Just the rest her. Speed this whole process up.
If you're a playwright, you'll like making up stories then.
Is that no a leading question?
Merely asking if you enjoy it.
I enjoy the self-destructive process that is writing a play.
Well, do quit being so argumentative. Does do hey PMT?
My mither constantly thinks I have PMT. Hashtag hormones suck.
Do you get paid for writing plays?
A hobby'll never pay the bills.
Alice, will you answer the question, please?
Well, that'll be a big fat no. I don't get paid for nobody produces my plays.
Why do you call yourself a playwright then?
She's a daydreamer.
Yeah, clearly now daydreaming about evicting mother once commission fee for first play paid into bank.
I am a playwright. I write plays.
Can you confirm if it is your job?
No.
No, you are not a playwright.
Yeah.
So what is your job?
I destroy my soul.
What?
I'm admin for a haulage firm.
AKA proper job.
Which office are you based in?
Lots of them.
Are you not just based here?
Well, yeah, here, Lerwick. But when I started... right, yes, here, just here. Apart from when I started, I mean, then I was everywhere.
Why were you in the Royal Highland Hotel in Inverness on the 5th of January 2020?
Stu Keen, they hear staircase, the neighbour of the one that was on the Titanic. I went up him and I swept down like Kate Winslet. Jack, Jack, go back, go back.
How much did that cost?
The staircase. God, Keens.
No, staying in the hotel.
Can't mind. The carpets were all tartan too. Made me feel Scottish.
Why were you there?
Well, I met a friend there after being at the firm's office to meet some of the folk and...
So you were working?
Kinda. I had been, if that counts.
You then caught a train to Dundee. What business did you have in Dundee?
Well, going shopping rather as concentrating on proper, a real job.
Got training on the computer system. It was epically boring.
Well, do take this seriously. There's plenty others that would be blithe at thy job.
And?
did a bit of shopping.
Keyboard warriors, calm yourselves. This was pre-pandemic. Hashtag shopping spree.
A piri bit of shopping. £25.99 in New Look. £33.47 in Yankee Candle. £15 in Accessorize. £3 in Subway. £187 in the Disney store.
I was spending money that I got for Christmas.
In the Disney store.
I like their mugs and stuff.
Do spend how much upon mugs?
So who did you get money from?
Well, Auntie Jean used to save the old £1 notes and she sticks one into her card every year, which is kind of cool. And I got a £50 note for Granny.
And that's it.
Well, me made about me new pants, but I didn't think they'd want me to list that.
Do got what do asked for?
Yet you still live with me. Hashtag time to evict.
You went to Glasgow the next day.
Yes, I put a megabus. Very comfy it was too.
And?
God, it was mortifying. I had to use the toilet, and bus toilets truly are the worst, aren't they? I felt like I was peeing into a suction tank.
What were you doing in Glasgow?
I was there to see the main base and also learn about the payroll. It was epically boring.
I despair.
You stayed in the Hilton.
Yeah, it wasn't well posh.
It was quite expensive.
Now I treat myself.
You left Glasgow the next day and
Came back home again, yeah.
how could you afford all that?
The company reimbursed my travel and expenses.
Including the Hilton.
Oh no, not the Hilton. That was one of those moments where I failed in showing constraint with the credit card.
Must show more constraint with the credit card full stop.
You have a mortgage of £67,000, which was recently valued against the property at £120,000. How can you afford that?
Well, me mother bides with me and she pays me rent. But I dunna declare it to the tax man because it's me mother and am I in trouble with the Inland Revenue? Is that what this is about?
You should declare your earnings.
Yeah, earnings. Biding with my mother means it's more akin to a disturbance payment.
I'd like to see how disturbed you would be if I wasn't there to keep thee fae bankruptcy.
Do I need a solicitor?
You're just helping us with our inquiries. You've not been charged.
I'm starting to feel like that bit's coming later.
You grew up north. Did you enjoy a spree when you lived up north?
Yeah, I would socialise with folk and get to parties. I mean, you couldn't grow up there and no.
Take part?
Interesting choice of words, but yeah. If it means drugs, then yeah, like I would smoke dope, and if the bong was being passed about, all the better. But I would just want crisps. I never really felt anything else, and to be honest,
One day, the spirit do opens thy gob and farts will bite thee in the ass.
So grateful for my mother's lessons in life. Hashtag she clearly has no words of wisdom to impart to support her daughter with her efforts to hashtag get away with being suspected drug dealer.
I would rather just sup on me tin.
A tin? What tin?
Well, lager.
Lager.
Lager. With a packet of crisps. My friends used to call me Alice Bomb.
Oh, they should make this into a police training video on how to get a suspect to sprout with a verbal skitter.
Because I was always a bit drunk and misheard the whole bong for a bomb thing. That was that really. Am I willing to deliver?
Deliver what?
Myself. to be the butt of the joke, I mean.
Is this your cigarette tin?
That'll be the walkie-talkie tin. Well, they found it in my house, so likely.
Do you smoke?
Recreationally, I think would be the right word.
Well, 20 a day is hardly recreational.
Says she that used to smoke 20 a day. Hashtag reformed smokers are the worst.
Or the wrong word?
All right, I only bout it for I had Che Guevara up on it. I just love Che Guevara. I mean, he's put me t-shirt, so I clearly have a thing about the fellow. Motorcycle Diaries changed my life.
Did you buy this tin or did you get it as a gift from someone?
I bought it online.
You buy quite a lot online.
Understatement of the year.
Well, I like to get things in the post. And I took out a Prime membership to shave a day off the shipping. And honestly, it's amazing. You can get everything.
You spent about £40 on toilet roll.
How much on shite pepper?
Well, Brexit and coronavirus. Best to be prepared.
Was in the same order as a packet of Command hanging strips.
I will never need a drawing pin again. It's amazing.
Dupin oversized polarized sunglasses.
Well, again, it doesn't feel like it ain't new, but the sun will shine again.
Desire Deluxe acrylic paint pens.
They're like posh felt tips.
A Nylabone puppy starter kit. Are you getting a dog?
No, but one day I might.
Well, a whelp will hardly help to pay the mortgage.
Better to live within you, dear mother. Hashtag suspect puppy would be less smelly in the house.
And a Wi-Fi camera. Little Elf Home Security. Why do you need home security, Alice?
Well, do I have to say?
It would help us with our inquiries.
So that I can watch and make sure that my mother does not go through my stuff when I'm at work.
Is there anything you're worried she finds?
Well, yeah.
Can't wait to hear the next fabrication of the truth.
Like what?
Like, well, nothing illegal. Okay, I'm out for a while now that she goes in and she nicks my socks. And then she wears them, and washes them, and then she puts them back in, all stretched out and misshapen and different to how I like them. I'm quite particular about my socks. And Mom's ankles are weirdly, they're nearly like man-like muckle.
Mortified. I would suggest such a thing with the police. Man like muckle, I'll be wearing 5 pairs of dye socks at once when do wins him.
All 3 of your credit cards are.
Oh, I came, they're maxed out. I came, my next account is a disaster. I came that my wages comes in and disappears.
I can give you the name of someone to contact who can help. Give you some debt advice?
I wish someone would help her with this. God kens, I'm tried.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you recognise this?
Nah, had on. Take that on a bike. I mind about this. The posse tried to deliver this as I was heading south in January. Yeah, I was just heading out the door, in fact.
You were heading out the door?
Yeah, then I get to sign for it. But oh my God, is he on white powder coming out of the... Oh, what would have happened if I'd have signed for it?
Well, this is certainly going to ensure do marks the front page of the paper now.
I suspect I would choke on my own vomit at this stage. Hashtag starting to think I will not get away with being suspected drug dealer.
You went to sign for it?
Yeah, then I noticed that it was for my address, but it wasn't for me. But it had loads of Che Guevara stickers on it. And it was addressed for a gentleman called Che. I mean, Che. And I was quite...
Yes?
Well, I genuinely thought maybe he would have shared my love of Che, given his name.
Is your Twitter handle at Alice Patter?
Yeah.
Does this sound familiar? At Alice Patter seeks hashtag Che G-Man, who had interesting box delivered to my house, hashtag rewards offered. And did you provide a reward?
No.
What reward would you have offered?
I was trying to chat up a man I'd never met. It did not go well.
You looked him up on Facebook.
Oh my God, you've been stalking all my social media?
No shit, Sherlock.
Latest daydream involves mother visiting the woods where bears shit.
Did you find him?
Yeah, but he didn't accept my friend request. So he reported me for stalking.
Why might he do that, Alice?
No, it was just innocent and friendly, seeking a bit of sharing the love of Che.
Just Che?
All right, well, his profile picture was a look of Che as well as the name Che, and for me, that is hot. So I get on Tinder.
Tinder.
Ging out and meet a real man rather as yon online nonsense, preferably one with money, so if I were thee, I'd be heading to Walsa.
Yeah. I can't even mind the last time I swiped right. I feel like my political ideals are now playing out within my non-existent online love life.
And your desperately seeking Che resulted in no PMs or contact. You never met Che.
Tragically, no. Although, we on White Pooder, maybe this isn't tragic, more a bullet dodged.
You had no idea what was in the packet.
Clearly no. If I had opened it, I obviously would have phoned you guys.
And do you always leave your front door open for deliveries?
Yeah, when I'm out at my work and when mither's no home either. It saves having to gain an hour at the weekend and pick it up. But I can't be in trouble for just leaving me door open.
Well, we can speak about how much trouble do's in when do wins him.
Okay, Alice. We knew you were not involved.
What?
Or maybe we were fairly sure you were not directly involved.
Well, could you know I kicked off with that rather as this bizarre guilt trip that I've been on?
But we had to make sure first. Your patterns over recent months and spending caused suspicion. We thought you were perhaps working as a courier, and the Che Tim was an unfortunate coincidence.
Yeah, well, clearly no. If I had been working as a courier, I might have paid off some of my credit card bills.
I should make you aware that we think your front porch is being used as a drop-off point.
Why my front porch?
Well, you have a number of deliveries left at your house every day.
Oh, God. Oh, and then I go online and I didn't, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna need a really good I'm not in trouble story for my mother.
It's going to have to be some story.
Best to tell the truth, Alice, and not a story.
And this weird crime is still unsolved?
Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats.
Oh, do love Che too.
After today, maybe give up on your love of Che, real or otherwise.
Yeah, well. Well, thanks, Detective. Sorry, what was your name?
Detective Cheryl Guevara.
Hi, my name is Robert Leask
My name is Lorna Mackay.
So my name is Hazel Mackenzie.
and I work for a haulage company / delivery company called Northwards.
I'm initially a crofter, and we've opened Mackenzie's Farm Shop and Cafe in Cunningsborough.
I'm a postie for Royal Mail in Lerwick. Love meeting everyone's dogs.
If I mind right, it was a Tuesday when the lockdown was announced. And I remember on that Wednesday, I remember going to Scallon Borough. I hardly met anybody on the roads. It was like, what is happening?
It was quite scary in the beginning to find out that we would be key workers.
Just knowing that I'm a delivery driver in the middle of a pandemic, where you're going to be meeting people. And
Initially, we were terrified.
While everyone else was getting to be at home and be safe, there was nothing in place for us at the time or for anyone.
But after a lot of soul searching and thinking, we made a plan and basically just got on with it. So we did deliveries in our communities, groceries, shopping, and we also delivered hot meals.
During the pandemic, online buying, then it just increased so much, and we were already short-staffed in our work, and when this hit, and we had people who had to isolate and some people who had to quarantine for their family's sake. Quite a struggle to begin with, and we kind of had to make a rule, COVID first, mail second, so that we were safe and that our customers would be safe.
I remember delivering to a house in Leavenwick, and she says that she's not been out the house, she was self-isolating. Speaking to her through the window, so I don't think she was seeing anybody for days.
It's been quite a lonely time for a lot of people.
There's a lot of older people that they had no one to go and say hello or check in on them. A lot of our posties took it on themselves to ask if people needed help, needed errands from shops, and people were even willing to ask the posties if they could help, so it was good knowing that we could help people that way.
They were appreciative of the hot meal and just somebody to say hello, check that they were okay, and if they needed any shopping at the same time.
I feel the public saw us as the lifeline that we were. People putting up flyers on their doors saying thumbs up for our posties, and there was even people that left out cold drinks for us because they knew it was during the summertime, it was hot and we weren't necessarily able to go to shops. So, and even people leaving out sanitizer for us as well. It was really good to know that the community was behind us and supporting us.
To be honest with you, I just do my job and try to do the best I can, and I try to adapt to the situation as best I could.
I think that we've all realised that we need less stuff. We need to be warm and fed, and we need to be, most of all, kind to each other.
To answer your question, I didn't consider myself as a hero, but I can understand that if it wasn't for workers like delivery drivers and other people that's considered as a key worker, then the situation would be a lot worse.
It's only afterwards, once we started getting the praise from the community and even from our management, them telling us we were doing a good job and helping the community, then we did kind of start feeling like heroes.
Yeah. Well, just do your best. Yeah, I know you always do. Now bugger off. Cheers. PTQ Deliveries, Tom speaking. How may I help? Oh, yeah. Yes, John. Yeah, they're in the van right now. They should be with you about 4 o'clock. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, all the best.
Back shift here. How you doing?
PTQ Deliveries, Tom speaking. How may I help? Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I'm really sorry, mate. I mean, there's no sign of it at all.
As good as that, eh? Oh. I'll put the kettle on.
Hi, Derek, where are you? What? How long's that? Well, where is it? Oh, for God's sake, Derek, they're frantic for this stuff up north. Go and kick someone's ass. No, no. Yeah, or tell them I'll come down there and do it. Yeah, right. You take care. Yeah, and give me a phone when you find anything out. Hi, Lois. Yeah, it's Tom. It's not the news you wanted to hear, I'm afraid. No, Derek's stuck in the warehouse. He's been there a couple of hours, and your stuff hasn't been delivered, or if it has, it's not been repackaged yet. Yeah, I know. God, that sounds terrible. I wish I had better news for you. Yep, no, I will. I'll phone you as soon as Derek's ready to leave with your stuff. Yeah, you hang on in there, love. Okay, speak soon. Yeah, ta-ra. Bless you. What are you doing here? It's not 1 o'clock yet. You're not due in until 2.
I grew tired of my glamorous life. No, I came in early so that you might actually get home in time for your dinner for once. Do you know, it's a bit parky in here. Is there no heating oil yet?
Supply, demand and delivery problems, apparently. Who'd have thought it, eh?
Yeah, wait till I get going on their customer feedback forms.
No, they're our brothers in arms. Don't knock them.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah, Roger, what's happening? Oh, you're kidding. Not again. Well, listen, did you tell them it's not our fault? Yeah. Well, I mean, we just pick the stuff up and deliver it to the address on the label. Well, they'll have to take that up with the suppliers, Ballantyne Cox. Yeah. Well, I will then. Listen, mate, have you had anything to eat? Right, we'll do it and then get the rest of the stuff to the other GP surgeries. Yeah, okay, drive safe, mate. Yeah, ta-ra.
So, what do we got? I'm gonna like it. What haven't we got?
Derek's stuck at the DVL warehouse in Perth, waiting for a big load of PPE and testing kits to arrive. They should have been there 2 hours ago. Lewis and the other care home managers are phoning every quarter of an hour because they needed this stuff yesterday. Oh, Roger's just had a bollocking from a GP surgery in Dunkeld because the stuff they got isn't the stuff they ordered.
Again?
Yeah, again. Morris is on the road with home deliveries to Arbroath. Steve is off sick. Liz is still shielding. Colin and Brian are somewhere on the A9 and haven't even started on the emails yet.
Right, well, I'll get started on them then.
Oh, and Alan's having a day off.
Aye, well, that's maybe just as well.
Why?
I don't suppose you've seen social media today.
Duh.
It's Alan. It's gone viral.
Oh, God, no, don't tell me. Not the bloody kittens.
The same. It's all over the shop. Hero van driver saves kittens in roadside tragedy. Cue photos of cute wee furries peeping out of a cardboard box next to a beaming lass.
For God's sake. How viral has it gone?
Well, it's not quite Huffington Post or Lad Bible yet, but the picture's got 25,000 likes. I tell you, the Argus will be on the phone any minute. PDQ Deliveries, Denise speaking. How can I help?
Not the bloody Argus I'm worried about.
Oh, yes, of course. That's no problem at all. You're welcome. Bye.
How long do you think we've got before Clive gets hold of this? Shit. Well, we better think of something quick. Who was that anyway?
Mrs. Cavendish. She wants to know when her big box of toilet rolls going to arrive. I told her it was in Morris's van and speeding towards her like the 7th Cavalry. She said she hopes it gets there soon before there's a terrible accident.
Tell you, that bloody woman will be the death of me. She phoned twice yesterday, once again this morning. Well, it's going to hell in a handcart, and all she's worried about is a loo roll. What is all this toilet roll nonsense about? God, I tell you, Morris is probably worth hijacking right now. Hey, where's she getting her carton of bog roll from anyway?
Oh, it's that fancy bamboo stuff. Just hang on.
China, Christ's sake. How long does a virus last on cardboard? Right, give Morris a bell and tell him to wash his hands immediately after he's dropped it off.
Put it on voice of God mode.
Clive, good afternoon.
Greetings, minions. How are you doing up there?
Probably a bit better than you are right now down in London.
Truth. It's a bloody circus here, and I'm supposed to be the ringmaster. Anyway, I'm about to make your day a little bit worse, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we think we might know why.
Really? Has she phoned you already?
Has who phoned?
Natasha from Ballantyne Cox.
Oh, our accountancy turned supply overlords. No, what does she want?
Oh, mainly to throw her weight around at me. Sounds like a bunch of customers, your customers, have been phoning or emailing them demanding to know when they will have their stuff because you told them to. Oh, and complaining to their MPs.
Clive, we're going as fast as we can.
You don't need to tell me, I know. Imagine your situation multiplied by 20 and you'll have some idea how it is down here right now. Everybody is knocking their pans in, and we'd all do our jobs a lot better if Natasha and her pals would just learn to do theirs.
Yeah, but to be honest, logistics never was their job.
They and their mates have had truckloads of cash thrown at them to do this, so forgive me if I'm short in sympathy. Anyway, the care homes have been bombarding them with emails, and Natasha's not happy.
She's not happy. Listen, it's probably Lois that's been phoning them. Yeah. She's absolutely desperate for her testing kits and PPE stuff to arrive. Some of her old folk are really sick. And Derek's stuck at the warehouse for over 2 hours now, and there's no sign.
Preaching to the choir, bro. He'd be lucky if they turn up at all. Our lot was stood at Heathrow last night waiting for 4 consignments off a flight from Belgium, of all places. Nothing. Nada. When I phoned our man on the ground there, he said, phone Ballantyne Cox. When I did that, they insisted they had documented confirmation that it had been put in the plane. So no one knows where it is. Great. But anyway, Natasha has taken it upon herself to let your care home consortium know that they will have their delivery by 4 p.m. today. So that's all right then.
What? No, listen, that can't happen. Even if Derek loaded the stuff up right now, it'll still take him 4 hours to get to Thurso. Has she any idea where we are? Oh, she's probably never been north of the Watford Gap.
Does she even know how to drive, this Natasha?
Don't think she's old enough. You have to be 17. Anyway, she also wanted to tell us that they're very disappointed that the customer satisfaction scores in their How Do We Do surveys are causing concern. And it's all to do with deliveries not being delivered. Fancy that. And she wanted to remind us that the terms of their contract with us have probably been breached and that penalty clauses apply. I thanked her for her concern, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to tell her where to shove her feedback forms.
These people are a nightmare, and I'm beginning to lose patience. In fact, I'm running short on everything as it happens, so if you could help me out there, up there, it would be better for all of us. We can't afford to lose this contract.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Clive, but I don't know what else I can do.
Think of something, quickly. Anyway, what did you think I was calling you about?
Oh, bugger. Listen, I think I'd better let Denise explain this one.
Hi, Clive. I expect you've been too busy to look at social media.
To bear's crap in the woods. Go on.
It's Alan. He's turned into something of a star.
Alan. It would be Alan, wouldn't it? Go on, I can take it.
Well, it's just that, well, he was on the A93 yesterday morning when he had to draw into a lay-by to go for a pee.
Great. And someone filmed him.
No. It was nothing. Well, anyway, he had no choice because the local council have closed all the lavies. No, it was just he was standing there when he heard this meow coming from a cardboard box that somebody had shoved in the bin. So he had a look, and it was 3 kittens.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. So Alan, being Alan, he knows that he's going to pass within 3 miles of the Safe Haven Animal Sanctuary on his way north. So he takes the box, he puts it in his cab, he tries to feed them fish paste sandwiches, and he takes them there.
Please, Denise, don't tell me this. Not today.
Well, luckily for Alan, there's somebody there who's willing to let them in because the place isn't officially open. And the lassie there is so chuffed that she takes a picture of him and her and the kittens and she posts it on Facebook and Twitter.
Shit. That's all I needed. How far has it gone?
Viral. Oh, sorry, bad word. It's everywhere.
Oh, there goes the other line. I expect that's Natasha, fresh off Twitter, wanting to remind us of the terms of our contract and in particular the requirements of our third-party insurance policy. This could not be happening on a worse day. Look, I better take this. It's not going to be pretty, and you'd be better off not hearing it. I'll call you back later if I have the strength, and I've still got a job. If we've all still got jobs.
Okay, sorry, Clive. Good luck. They were cute kittens, and the public are going to love it.
Took it well then?
Oh, not bad for a man who hasn't had a day off in 8 weeks, I suppose. Oh, Tom, I have never heard him sound so stressed out. He's never barked at us like that before. Was that Lois?
Nope. No, it was a care home in Hallidale. I had to tell them the bad news about Derek being stuck at the warehouse. Denise, she was almost in tears.
It's 4:10, and you're still here. You were meant to have gone home 2 hours ago.
Yeah, well, I can't. Not until I've heard from Derek.
Well, listen, at least have one of these.
PTQ Deliveries, Tom speaking, how may I help? Yeah. No, listen, I'm really sorry, but our driver's still at the warehouse waiting for your stuff to arrive. Yeah, I understand. It is unbelievably frustrating. Yeah, I'll phone you as soon as I hear anything from him. Okay, bye. That was the hospital. Again, they say if they don't get their stuff by tonight, they're going to start ripping up clinical waste bags and using them as aprons.
It's probably better quality. PDQ Deliveries, Denise speaking. Oh, Mrs. Cavendish. How are you getting on? Oh, he has. Oh, that is excellent. Yes, you can stop worrying now. It's good of you to let us know. Oh, yeah, Morris is a charmer. You could put that in your customer feedback. Yes, we'll be sending you it by email as usual. Yeah, I understand. It's not been easy for any of us. Yeah, I'm glad you're not using chopped up bits of the Dundee Courier as well. You could have had some nasty paper cuts, eh? Oh, you did? Oh, my. Oh, well, that'll give them a boost at head office. Yeah, well, thanks anyway, Mrs. Cavendish. Stay safe. Yes, we will. Right, bye then. Bye. Mrs. C, her loo roll has arrived. Morris is a very friendly fellow. She's already sanitised the front doorknob, and he reminds her of our Rory, only a bit younger. She doesn't know what she's going to put on the customer feedback, but she's going to praise the nice young man who helped the kittens. She heard about it on the internet. PDQ Deliveries, Denise speaking. How can I... Sorry. What? Oh, yeah, just hang on. Sorry, Tom, you're going to have to get this. It's the Dundee Courier, oddly enough. It's by Alan.
Oh, hi. Yep. This is Tom. Yeah, he works for us. No, I can't give you a photo. His address? No way. Yeah, well, I'm sure you can get it from the internet, but I'm afraid I can't give out personal details on individuals. A quote. Okay. PDQ Deliveries prides itself on the highest level of service for all its customers. We're pleased that our driver was able to go the extra mile to help on this occasion. A pun? What sort of a pun? You could call it the perfect delivery. No way, get out of here. Listen, the phones are going crazy and I've got work to do. Yeah, thanks for calling. Ta-ra! I don't believe this. Have you managed to make a start on those emails yet?
No, not yet. Oh, and we're off.
Roger, is that you finished the GP deliveries? Oh, brilliant. Did you get a roasting from everybody? Oh, no. And you got a cup of tea as well? That's more than Derek's had. Yeah. No, he's still stuck in the warehouse in Perth. Yeah. Right. Anyway, listen, you go home, mate. Right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
PDQ Deliveries, Denise speaking. How can I? Channel 4.
Hello, this is Tom Peterson speaking, and if it's about those bloody kittens, I'm afraid... What? What? Who? No, I'm afraid I can't make any comment on... Well, I'm not aware of any such thing, so I'm afraid... Yeah? Yes, of course I understand that everybody's under pressure right now. And that includes us. And you know, phone calls like this actually make it a lot worse. So thanks for calling. Sorry I can't help. Bye. Shit. Something's happened. Clive, something on Facebook.
Yeah, hang on. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, Tom, he has absolutely lost it. It's a huge rant he's laying into the government, Tory cronies, Ballantyne Cox, you name it. Oh my God, he's accusing them of corruption, of cronyism, of being incompetent. Look, and he's got all these shares and responses, and there are people saying that this should be on the national news. Oh my God. Listen, Tom, I agree with absolutely everything that he's saying here, but you've got to get him on the phone right now and get him to take this down. I mean, he's got 3 kids. He needs this job. If Ballantyne Cox should see this, then he'll be crucified.
Shit. It's engaged. Come on, Clive, pick it up.
I'll message him.
Derek, hi. It's arrived. Oh, that's brilliant. What, only a third of it? Is that enough for all the care homes? Right, listen, tell you what we'll do. We'll take whatever they've got, right? Get them to load it into the van as soon as possible and then phone me when you're ready to leave. Yeah, okay, cheers, bye. Oh, did you get him?
No, but I've had another look and it's gone. He must have taken it down himself. Poor Clive, it's like he's had some kind of breakdown or something.
Yeah, I knew something was wrong. I'll try him again.
PDQ Deliveries, Denise speaking. How can I help you? Radio Tayside. No, we have absolutely no comment. Oh, the kittens. Well, yes, of course. We were really delighted to be able to help, obviously. Yes, Alan is just the sort of man who would do something like that. He is all heart. Oh, that's nice to know. Nice to have some good publicity for once. Yes, it certainly is. No, we don't know what the sanctuary have decided to call the kittens yet. Oh, I agree. One of them should definitely be called Alan. Yeah, well, just if you give me your number, I'll get him to ring you. All right? Okay. Thanks. Bye then. Bye. Bye. Oh.
Alan to the rescue. Who'd have thought it, eh? Oh, listen, can you book Derek into a travel lodge or something? I'll try Clive again. Oh, hello. Yes, could I speak to Clive, please? Tom Peterson. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, okay. I'll phone him again later, or maybe tomorrow. Cheers. He's left the office. They don't know when he'll be back.
Well, have you got his mobile?
Well, he wasn't answering.
Oh, I'll keep trying because I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Clive!
Yeah,
Hiya, pal. You okay?
yeah, I'm fine. I just nipped out the back for a fag.
Oh, thank God. What a relief. We were crapping ourselves here.
Huh. You saw it then, I take it.
Well, no, I didn't, but Denise did, briefly.
I just blew. I came off the phone from you, realised I treated you like dirt. Then I had Miss Accountant of the Year in my ear about her bloody how did we do surveys, and I just hung up.
Has the shit hit the fan?
Not yet. The Guardian and the BBC are trying to get hold of me, though. I'm denying everything.
Yeah. You took it down just in time by the sounds of it. Listen, it sounds like what you said. Everything was just spot on. How are you? Really?
Yeah, I'll be all right now that I've had that fag and the stiff drink I'm going to have later. But I feel like a coward. I meant every word. But I've got kids to feed.
No, I really get that, but you're no coward. Listen, one day, when all this is over, we can all tell the story of what really went down here.
You bet. But right now, people are dropping like flies. And you couldn't blame anyone for not giving a toss about us. You and I didn't go to Eton, did we? Valentine Cox would sell us down the river and not even wait to wave us off from the pier.
Yeah, I know. But all we can do is keep on keeping on. Listen, you go home, Clive. Let someone else carry the weight for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I will. And you go home too.
Yeah, I will. As soon as I've heard from Derek that he's leaving with the stuff. You take care, mate. Oh, before you go, Clive, you don't want a kitten, do you?
Oh, get stuffed.
Haha, the same to you.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's taking it down now. He doesn't think anyone who could stir it for him has seen it. When the national media started getting in touch, he deleted it. Yeah, realised he'd dropped one, but now he's just denying flatly that he knows anything about it to whoever's on the phone. Yeah, Derek, is that you off? Brilliant. Yes, I know. Right into the rush hour traffic. Someone's got it in for you, mate. Oh, listen, Denise is booking you into a travel lodge and she'll text the booking to you. And we'll let Lois and the others know. Yep. Drive safely, mate. Ta-ra. Right. Can you let Lois and the other care homes know he's on the road? ETA between 10 and 11 tonight?
Hi, this is PDQW. Denise speaking. Could I speak to Lois, please? Yeah, sure, I can hang on. Hi, Lois. It's Denise. What? Oh, no. Yeah, of course. Lois,
Right. That's me. Was she relieved? What did she say? Denise?
She said to tell Derek not to hurry because the client they were most worried about died 20 minutes ago.